Who's had a shot on a DJ deck before?
You know, I have.
You have. You're a veteran, buddy, aren't you? So basically, what you see on the screen here is duplicated in a physical way here. And you got the left side and then the right side, and you can see here.
Oh, that's good, Matt.
You can do both. Looking here is good too.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Wow, you're an inventor. That's amazing. So you can see here on the screen, it's mimicking the physical version.
Yeah, right. So you can do that touch screen as well.
Yeah. You don't actually need this to DJ. It's just a bit more fiddly.
Yeah.
You can still scratch it. It's made to be able to do everything on the iPad, but having the controller, you get like the professional outputs here, the XLRs, which are more like venue standard, and you got RCAs as well.
Yeah.
And you can put in here extra, like a laptop or a record player in here, and use one of the knobs here for extra input. And how I've got it set up, here's the power, and then this cable, this is like a printer cable. It's got like the square USB.
Sorry, just to clarify,
Mhm.
does Tootie own this now? Or is
You guys will soon.
Okay,
So
cool.
this is access to arts,
Okay.
and then
But
we're
it's
doing a handover.
transferring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Because one of the big advantages of an
And
interface
I think
like
the
this.
iPad Gail has bought, but we can access.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So
One of the big advantages of an interface like this, as opposed to doing it on the screen, is the tactile feedback, like for
Mhm.
your drum pads, and this feels much different to
Yeah.
a slippery finger on a glass screen.
Sure.
Yeah.
and it's great. iPads have got the multi-touch, so I can scratch and the volume. Is the volume?
Now it's maybe.
You could do that, but it's
Yeah.
it's way better.
Yeah.
There's a
And
It's
then
much
you
more
can also
efficient.
you kind of do that by feel. You don't have to look at the screen to.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and having the tactile thing, you can see here. There's lots of different mechanisms to look at. So in the old days, when you'd scratch with records, some people would put little bit of tape on the record, like a clock, and then they can. So you can see that, finding that sound.
Do you ever use a record player, Tyson?
I used to, yeah.
But not anymore?
No.
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 Not even for show?
No way.
Yeah.
No way. I used to ride my bike with a turntable. Yeah.
I was going to say,
It was heavy and it was record.
you know, it'd be interesting. Put a record on your wheel and a needle and a speaker.
Oh
like a
yeah,
gramophone.
for sure.
And as you
You wanna
ride
do it as a
faster,
project?
it's like
That's
chipmunks. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. You can play 78s and all the old records.
Yeah, and then just have relay switches to turn on and off, so you can jump the set, like front and back, so you mix the two together.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
All right. We could do that. So you can see here, that's 3 o'clock. I feel like I'm jumping around, but I'll just flow with you guys, just ask heaps of questions. You can see here, see how it moves around? And visually you bring the sound back.
So the middle bit,
That was my question.
is that
Yeah.
where the arm of the needle would be?
Yeah. And
Like that, or-
or like where the artwork, in the old days you'd see the artwork of the record.
Yeah.
Like you pull up a video of like watching turntable-less
Yeah.
scratch. They would used to rip off you know the stickers for putting on audio cassettes. The right.
Oh, yeah.
They put these little things there.
Oh,
You know.
Yeah, markers.
Yeah. So there's two ways you can see here. Like you got the waveform here.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of features. I'll go slow. But well, you could like look at here. This little amp.
Yeah. So they would actually use that as a visual guide.
Yeah, and a lot of all the new technology now, you get to see the waveform, you get to see the lights, and the thing which you don't get on the iPad here is here. This is like touch conductive, so you can see I'm stopping it, but I can slow it. So it's still moving, but you know, like when you play an actual record, you know how they had all the dots around the side. The DJ would push or pull to speed up or slow down a song when mixing. Like in the old days, you had to mix with nothing would be in sync. Now you can lock songs to stay in time, but you'd have to push and pull because everything was analog and you know the mechanism wouldn't always turn around perfect, so you just had to like massage the song in time. So yeah, there's all these like little subtle things harking back to the turntable era, like the tactile side of things. You can see the lines here, give it a tiny bit of grip. And all these things of like speeding stuff up and down. But basically, in the old setup of a DJ setup, you have a turntable, mixer, another turntable. Here, it's all squashed together.
Yeah.
So you've got turntable 1, 2, and the mixer. Let's just
You have 4 player.
four players.
Like 4, like 2 DJ, 4 sizzles.
Yeah. You can have more decks in here as well. Like you can have. You meaning 4 turntables?
They have 2 DJ to 2 the same.
If you had 2 of
2
the
machines.
2
2 machines.
Yes. Yep.
And 2 4 play could play 4 with the other one.
Oh yeah. Some of the big dance festivals, they'll have like 2 DJs and they'll have 2 decks set up all in the mixer, and they can all blend.
But they're in sync with each other.
Yeah. And they have little cables to keep everything in sync and stuff like that. I think
So when you talk about mixing, you're just talking about like mixing the sounds between the 2 decks.
Yeah.
Not about the separate streams within one song.
There's different. So, all right. So so there's different types of DJs, and they have different kind of jobs. So you got like the radio DJ, who curates and plays songs and announces and has a bit of a chat, and then you'll have the like event DJ will be will have MC a bit and then curate songs to match a mood, and then you have the scratch DJ, or some of the hip hop DJs. They're more performance is the scratching as if it's like a guitar solo kind of thing, or jazz, like free jazz. They show off more with how well they make all the sounds wiggle, and then you see, and it depends on the genre you're DJing as well. So if you're a club DJ and you specialize in house music or techno, you're sort of trying to blend songs together as smooth as possible to keep a flow and create peaks and troughs to manipulate the crowd. Get them. You got to have this push and pull and tension and release and stuff like that to make people go crazy. And and some of those, like say like house and techno where it's quite melodic, the DJ, besides matching the beats together, they'll even mix and key. So they'll follow these chord progressions over, you know, a 1 hour, 2 hour set. And so things feel nice as well. And you know, there's always layers of like hitting the heart, the body, like the feet and the head at the same time, and different genres of music and you know, affect those different parts. And then you got like a party DJ or a DJ who's playing in a bar, or you know, I do more like front bar, and I like the party side of things. So and I like to jump around in genres. So when you go from one genre to the next, the tempos are different and the keys are different, that kind of stuff. So I try to play around with the curation and it's like being really playful. You have to be like super present with the audience. You have to lead with, you know, from the beginning, starting with the first song, and then you have to receive the whole room. You have to be more positive and more energized, at least 20% than the whole room. So you have to hold space for everyone, but you've got to lead, but yet you have to put your ego aside and to be present. And they are the stars. In, you know, once they're dancing and going crazy, your job's done, and you're there to help that, you know, rise. It's like a conductor, you know, like you got to get the whole orchestra.
You play with bands too?
Yeah, I've in sort of like a live context with my own staff and turntable stuff. I'm not like most amazing turntablists, but it's more about the show and that kind of stuff. I used to do, when I was in a hip hop act, I wired up a Commodore 64 joystick to my turntable, and so I used to have a long cable and I could walk around and wiggle the joystick and still scratch records. And so instead of doing this, I was using the on and off of the stick as the cutting, and I could cut really quick and then walk around, and my collaborator, he was the MC, and so we'd get in front of the crowd and, you know, be able to like engage with the audience and be playful, and it was also a bit of a spectacle because it sort of broke down what the turntable thing, because everyone gets quite serious about this stuff, you know, in the hip hop community, and that's doesn't matter, it's just music. Yeah, does that answer your question? Yeah.
And so going on from that, if I had a whole stack of stems, could we can you load them in and manipulate like the channels within a song?
Yeah, they're potentially like this latest version.
So that it actually like is a mixing desk
Yeah.
in a more
Mixing
traditional
tracks
sense.
within one song.
Yeah. I think this is the free version.
Yeah, right.
So if Tootie is able to pay for the pro, it's got, what am I doing here? I've got it on my iPad. I could plug in, but it's got a whole composition thing. So you can DJ 2 to 4 channels, so 4 songs at the same time, and it's got a whole pad of melody, percussion, bass lines, vocals, and effects, which you can overlay, and then you've probably got the ability to import your own sounds in there. So, you know, this can be a DJ rig and also a live performance.
But only like as many as 4? So 4 channels, or is it-
Yeah. So you can see here the pro ones, unless I just put my iPad in there. You got video, 4 decks, and there is physical decks which are 4, which have more things. There's one mega deck. There's auto mix, And this auto mix, yeah, Megan, yeah. The auto mix is pretty crazy. I might put my iPad in because I've got all the pro features. You can mix you can mix songs by tempo, but it's got AI technology and it will blend and morph the songs
Yeah, okay.
and break the song into stems in real time. What? So any song, I might swap out the iPad. I'll show you.
While you're doing that, I'm really sorry, I've got to go with a little.
Yeah, go ahead.
Me too.
Toilet break.
Gotta go and get a microchip implanted.
Has anybody seen Groove, the movie? Groove.
No.
It's about
I have.
It's about an illegal rave.
Oh wow.
Grooving,
No, it's American, but it has actual DJs in it performing.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
it's a stiff.
You're not the Gru talking about the cartoon Gru.
No, it's late 90s, I think, early 2000s. It's a movie, so it's very
Yeah.
Hollywood, but it does actually, yeah. You can tell the actual DJs because they can't act.
Oh
And
right.
the
But
the
they're
active DJs
performing.
because they overact.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it's interesting. You get it is all analog turntables. And,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, there's a story in it, but it's interesting for music.